Well, hello, everybody. This is Don from Wizard Tower Games, and I want to talk a little bit about ChatGPT, AI. And I discovered something this weekend. As a matter of fact, me and my wife both did. We got over 100 submissions for the Abandoned Lair of the Kobold King writing prompt that we put out. And like I said, this week we're going to be sending emails out and arranging videos and all that good stuff, interviews. So, but you know, what was really interesting about it is I noticed that there were 4 or 5 of the submissions that just seemed off. They were good, but reading them, when reading all the others, something just kind of went off about it. So I reached out to those people and I said, hey, I have a question for you. And I put it via email. And I said, very nice. I wasn't rude to nobody. I said, you know, got your submission. We're reading it. I have a question for you. How'd you come up with your idea? And of the 5, it was 5 people. The 5 people we emailed, 3 openly said we used ChatGPT for some of our stuff. And in fact, one of the guys who emailed me back admitting it said, and the reason why I did is because I figured you were fine with it because of your other videos about it. And I thanked them, you know, via email back, said we'll be back in touch with you. And I think I kind of can make a good point why I think ChatGPT is not a very good tool. And I think that I'm going to use it in the means of game design. Okay. Now, if you're a DM or a GM and you're just trying to get some filler material, some ideas, it's a great tool. But if you're going to put something out professionally, you're going to throw something out there as a publisher. And this is to the publishers out there and the game designers and the wannabe publishers and the wannabe game designers. And that is, you know, it's sort of like Mid-Journey. Free is always a great F word. Okay. But free is not always the best solution. Because I think the problem with ChatGPT is it lacks that human toil. You know, you're trying to write about, you know, and I'll use the Abandoned Lair of the Kobold King. You're trying to write about an abandoned lair. And your mind's processing, and during that processing of your mind, you're going through all of your experiences of gaming and the things you've read, the movies you've read, the books or movies you've watched, the books you've read, and you draw from that. But you draw from it in a very warm way that gels in a very human way. Whereas ChatGPT, although can put out reasonably well-written stuff, it still lacks that human touch, that warmth, that emotion. You know, it's sort of like, and for those of you who write, I write novels. You know, it's the same thing when you submit, you know, your manuscript to your editor, and it's that secondary human reading your work, and they give it back to you, and it's full of red marks, and it's full of writing, and all of that, and you know, one of the terms you see a lot from editors is this person seems too artificial, or they seem, you know, too fake. Warm it up. You know, this person needs to be different, you know. And the process of going idea to creation. And again, ChatGPT's for some people a good tool, but not, I don't think, for game designers and publishers. I think you're cheating yourself. You may be saving yourself some time, and you may be saving yourself a lot of effort, and you will save yourself a lot of effort. But at the end of the project, you're going to have a very cold project. You're going to have a project that isn't special. Because remember one thing, anybody can go, and I'm not trying to knock the people that use ChatGPT to submit, but there is a truth here, and that is it's easy to go into ChatGPT and say, give me a 150-word story based on the abandoned lair of the Old King, and ChatGPT will pump it out. And yes, you can then go into it and you can modify it and maybe tweak it. But did you really create something? Did you create something? Another example is, if you go to the store and you buy a can of vegetable soup, you crack the lid and you dump it in the pan, pour some water in it, you warm it up, you made some soup. Yeah, you did. You made some soup. But would that soup really be better in that pot than if you cut all the vegetables up and you made the sauce and you simmered it for 5 hours? No, they're both vegetable soup. One is definitively better, and the reason why it's better is because you took a hand in it, you created it, you made it, you took the effort to do all the work to make it savory. And savory is a very good word for writing and creating. You want a story to smack the lips of your readers. You want your games to really be to that player. And I just think that with ChatGPT, just like with Midjourney, Midjourney again, Midjourney AI imagery, and even if you took all the trademark and copyright issues out of it, okay, does it really have the warmth and the depth of an artist who created it with their hand or their Wacom tablet? So that's just something to think about, and AI, I believe, is here to stay. I think AI is going to get only going to get more in the public eye. But for publishing and for writing, I really don't think that a person can really call themselves a writer for games if you use these AI programs and then just submit it, because you're cheating yourself. Because there's another thing, and I'll get off here, that that for those of you who create, you understand this. There's something so rewarding when you type the proverbial the end, and you look at it, and you think back to the hours or the days or weeks or sometimes months and years that it took you to create this. And there's this soul, it's like a warm blanket on your soul when you look at something you created, and you created it, and then you put it into the public eye and people go, wow, that's great. And you sit back and go, damn, this guy said that my work was great. Or they tell a story how you affected them in a positive way, or how your game affected them in a positive way. And I just, again, don't think that ChatGPT and these programs allow that. So this is Don with Wizard Tower Games. I hope everything made sense. I hope everybody has a really good Monday. Yeah. And that's my opinion on this new AI platform of ChatGPT. Food for thought. Some vegetable soup for you on a Monday.